And we're back. No, wait. That's I'm Bradu. That's Scudder for Mike. Um, I'm Bradu, and we're playing Ruins of Ardust solo Shadowdark. We are. Oh man, I should have counted. I think I'm like maybe 4 sessions in here. And where we left off is we had just added a new party member and traveled uh, to a new temple that we were going to explore. This is my new party member. I don't remember if I had showed his mini or not, but I decided to change the mini. So this is Carlsby the Courageous. I think this is a perfect mini for what I want. He's got a long sword. That's probably more of a short sword, but for a halfling, it probably feels like a long sword. So I had a mini that was like one of the newer plastic minis, and I kind of like the old school feel. So that's an old school hand painted one, and he looks more like a first level character with like, and he's got leather armor still. He'll hopefully upgrade later, but that's a perfect mini. Also, the other thing is I didn't like the mini choice to begin with. I can't even remember if I showed it last episode or not, but I looked closer and it's a lady, so that's not going to work for me. So, let's see. I have a lot of new goodies to show too before I get too carried away. I'm going to use new dice. These, in fact, the last video I posted was dice, my dice collection. So these are some of the dice I just got, and also in that I found this little dice tray while I was digging through my dice stuff. So this will be my new dice, and I'll try to roll it like that because I have so much trouble with dice rolling all over the place. Good, get some of those low rolls out of the way. We don't want those during the game. So let's see. So I'll keep my dice up there for when I need them. I'll try to roll them there. I don't think you guys have seen this. It's nothing special, but that's my dungeon pizza that I was keeping at the beach, and I brought it back last time. Might come in handy here. I also have a new little whiteboard that I'll keep my party on, and like, I do AC and hit points. Keep track of my luck points down here. And that leaves me enough room to write little notes like they lost the spell. In fact, I think last time I didn't let Fumblefizz cast his mage armor because I was like, he lost it. Now he hadn't. So I want to do better at that so I don't blow it. Might have been the difference between, us doing something good and not. So let's get started, shall we? We are in the Ruins of Ardust. I guess I can't show you all my stuff. Temple of the Weaver. What it's going to be called. Not that you need to know that. Sorry, I gotta keep my mic in front of me here. Okay, so I have not read ahead at all. Probably should have. So we come across a temple. And we come up to, let's see, do I need to do anything about, like, what's my order of business and all that? I think Fumblefizz is my torch bearer, my torch guy. I think he'll be in the back. Carlsby will now be my front runner. He'll listen. Is Carlsby a listener? Yeah, absolutely. Carlsby will his default behavior will be he will listen in at doors. That way, if there's anything noisy, he might have a chance to find it. I don't have a thief, do I? So I don't really have anybody searching for traps. That could be real problematic. I need to have something for traps, right? How about if Quarlin keeps an eye out for traps? He's a ranger. He would at least have a decent chance of finding stuff. It doesn't mean we automatically find any traps by any stretch. Okay, so entrance. So we come to marble double doors. It doesn't look like there's anything wrong with the doors. So they show like as in they're not. It doesn't appear locked. So I open the door. There's carvings of maidens spinning yarn from a spinning wheel. An archaic portrayal of Opus's handmaidens. So that part is probably what I'm supposed to not necessarily say out loud. But I believe we ruled last time that we have heard of Opus and know. I already passed a check on that, so I would say we recognize this as Opus's handmaidens. Um, the eastern of the double doors hangs from one hinge, and marble steps descend a near distance down. So we go down in. Oh, this is perfect. I think I did this on purpose. We go down and we come to a big round room, just like this. So we come down steps. Steps would be like just to the south here. Dozens of stone crypts fill the room, along with 3 stone statues. Stone double doors are in the east and west, and there's a giant circular pillar occupying the center of the room. Ooh, a thick, raspy buzzing echoes about. There is a scattering of bloated dead spiders. And if we look up, there is a hole in the ceiling, about 5 feet across. Okay. Oh, this is a. Hang on, I have a lot of reading on this one. Okay, so there's quite a bit going on in this room. There is a giant circular thing. What am I? Good Lord. Sorry, I got too many things on my mind. Okay, there's dead spiders everywhere. That was going to be dead spiders, but it's not supposed to be. There's 3 statues. The statues, I'm using these invisible creatures. The statues are marble statues of maidens holding outthrust spindles of thread. A giant column in the center. I'm using paint for my column. Double doors on the east and west, and all around this circle. This actually map is kind of perfect for this. All around this circle and this outer edge. So where they're marked is how I'm going to treat it. Is crypts, tombs. So here, I actually show my map just real quick if I can. So this is the south, but that's what the map is. Big circle, columns, 3 statues. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at. All right, what's going to happen? So first thing first, I need to set my torch timer. I forgot about that. So let's do a torch timer. Okay, and I'm going to do it random as I have done before. Let's go. I kind of predict potentially a longer session here, so let's go 30 to 60 minutes. So I'm going to go random start 30 to 60. Perfect. Hide time and go. Okay, our torch is on. Our crew walks in. Fumble Fizz lights his torch, and then did he lose something? Oh, sorry, getting sidetracked. And then he is going to try to cast, before I forget it, his spell, his mage armor. So we're going to cast mage armor right away. I need an 11, and I get a +5. Wow. 11, got it. So he's got mage armor, so his AC will be 14. Okay, now we come in, we hear the buzzing, There's kind of crypts all around. We're examining the statues. I'm just going to kind of have them circle the room together. I don't think they would split up and take note of stuff. And I'm going to give a check for Carlsby, who I called as our listener, sort of. So this is kind of a listening check. 9. Okay, I don't know that I would call that a huge success. Well, actually, you know what? It meets a normal. 9 meets a normal because he's got a +3 to wisdom. So actually, that's not too bad. I'm gonna say that he can kind of hear. He can, as they're walking around, he notices a difference when it gets really loud. The buzzing gets louder as they get over here. And I think based on what I'm reading, we're just maybe going to just roll initiative and see what happens from there. So that means we're at least kind of able to get ready. Let's roll initiative and see what happens. Okay, so we've got. So I'm going to make the red and yellow is going to be my bad guys die, and the bluish dice are going to be the good guys. Initiative goes like this. 16 bad guys. Interesting. It's close already. +3 for Dex. Oh no, 19. And 15 for us. Plus, I have a Dex character, don't I? +3 for Dex. So we lose initiative by 1. Okay. And what happens is, as we near a coffin that's up in this kind of region, a swarm of wasps comes flying out when they realize that there's people in people in here. So they're gonna attack. Yeah. Okay. So they're gonna attack. I guess they would attack Carlsby since he's front. That was why I positioned him there. So here they go. A swarm consists of thousands, wow, of tiny, angrily buzzing wasps. It gathers itself into a cohesive mass and swoops down, making an attack. 2 attacks. Ooh, you know what? They don't have to attack who's in front. 14. That is not good, because I'm sure that's a hit. 14 plus 3. 1d6. Plus 1d6. There's Carlsby. 2. 2 damage for Carlsby. Oof. Plus Venom. He's got to make an all-important con save. Yep, con save. His constitution is... This is important. Can't see it. 10. No constitution bonus or anything. Here goes. 5. He fails his constitution. Oh boy, do I have to use my luck already? I think I better use my luck already. Oh, wait a minute. I had 2 dice in there. I'm not taking that roll. Because I didn't even... I was like, what? 16. That was so cheaty. Dang it. Can I go back and look? I think I cheated. But I didn't know my other die was in there. I can't cheat like that. Because it was not... I did not make the roll on the second one. Just because it bumped into something. It's my only one in there. So I got to take it. Alright. He goes to 0 hit points. Boom. Carlsby goes down. And then they're going to continue through. And they're also going to try to sting this other fella. Already losing my dice. I'm supposed to stay up here. 4. That's a miss. Okay, Quarlin is able to swat away the bees. And they... Wow, Carlsby's already down. That's not awesome. It's our turn. Carlsby doesn't have anything he can do. So I'll wait for a second on him. Quarlin, his best move is probably some type of a heal, and so let's see what Fumble Fizz can do. Oh, I know what he's going to do. This is actually perfect for right now. Okay. Fumble Fizz is going to come up and try to do Burning Hands. Because I think that's a perfect spell against a swarm of bees. But he has to put himself into the fire. So he'll come up and do it and tell what's his butt to get back. Which will kind of work and kind of not, potentially. All right, so I need an 11. 8 plus 5. It does work. Burning Hands. What does it do? I didn't even write down what Burning Hands do. I want to say it does D6 damage, but I feel like it should do more against a swarm of something. Let's see what it does say. Spread your fingers, unleashing a circle of flame. Creatures within the area take 1d6 damage, and flammable objects catch fire. So I'm going to make it hit 2 of them because it doesn't say how big a swarm is. So I'm going to say, essentially what I'm saying is that a swarm hits 2 squares worth of stuff. So we're going to give him 2d6 damage on his Burning Hands. Dang it. I got nervous about what I was doing, or I would have made that seem cooler. Oh, 10 damage. That's huge. Okay, here we go. 10 damage is pretty huge, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so he actually thinned down the swarm by about half, essentially. And I'm going to do for Corlin, he's got the bees there, and he, Fumble Fizz yells out a warning that the fire is coming. So could Corlin just get out of the way? Actually, I think so. I think he would be able to dodge. It doesn't mean he gets away from the bees. It does mean he gets away from the fire. So I was thinking I'd make him make a dex check, but as I'm visualizing it happening, Corlin, get out of there, look out. He runs up and shoots fire. Corlin's not going to be there where he shoots his fire. And he's not going to shoot his fire at Corlin either. He's going to shoot it towards the bees. So I think I'm actually going to say that he's safe there. And on that note, Corlin, with bees surrounding him, is going to start trying to do some herbalism and heal up Carlsby. Poor Carlsby just comes into the scene and he's already down. So Corlin starts, he takes out a salve that he's prepared ahead of time, hopefully, and tries to heal him 1 hit point. 4 is not good enough. He can't do it. The bees are too much. They're all over him. He can't seem to figure it out. Carlsby is bleeding out. Oh no. This could be short-lived for Carlsby. Come on, buddy. He has no con bonus or anything like that. So he gets a d20 check to save right now, right? He does not save. He would have needed a 20, nat 20. So that's okay. No problem there. We didn't expect it anyway. But now it's going to be the bee's turn. Okay, and the bees are going to go after... I actually am going to say there's one. There's only one bee attack this time because I took their hit points down by half with the Burning Hands. And so I'm going to say 50-50. Do they go after Fizz or Corlin? 1, 2, 3 is Fumble Fizz, who's right there. 6, Corlin. So the bees are going to attack Corlin, and they need a high roll. 13. That is a high roll. That's not cool at all. 13 plus 3 is 1d6 damage. 2. I can't see. I gotta look at the screen. That's funny. So Corlin takes 2 damage and has to make the same con save. I need a good con save here, dude. 12. Oh, he's got it. Unless his con is horrible, and it's not. Okay, so he's safe, but he did take 2 damage. Okay. And at that, I think I'm going to roll a 50-50 chance for something. 1, 2, 3 is bad. Bad. At that point, out of that same coffin, a much larger bee comes out. And bzzz. And she is, brilliantly red wasp. Well, whatever. The size of a cougar. Okay, so that's actually about the right size. Constant buzz, jabs with a barbed venom dripping stinger. Who gets the attack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3 is Fumble Fizz, just like last time. 5 is Quarlin. That's probably good for us, at least. And she's got a +4 stinger. What is that? I can't see it. 7. This isn't going to work if I keep that up. Miss. So she comes out with a big stinger and misses. And now it's our turn. I got to think about something here. Carlsby went down, and then we had our whole turn. So now we're on a new turn, right? This has been screwing me up about the death timer. So I'm going to roll my death timer. We get a chance. I think we get a chance to do something, which kind of sucks. But Quarlin is still trying to heal Carlsby, I think. So now he's got to go for his harder, not salve. Where is it? Heal, potion of healing. So this one's a DC 15, and he only has a +1 to it. God, that might not even be worth it. That's just like stabilizing almost. Which, before I get to it, I want to talk about a new stabilization rule, house rule that I'm going to use. I actually started a question about this on Reddit and got some interesting conversation, and let's see if I can remember what it led to. Basically, I was saying, I've heard people house rule that they don't allow stabilization at all. That's fine. I get why. Because then you're dragging around dead weight. What do you do with them? If you're not, I'm playing solo, so it doesn't really matter. But in a group, if you're the dead weight, what the hell are you supposed to do? Well, they drag your sorry ass around. So here's my house rule. You can make a stabilization check as normal. I think it's a 15 intelligence. And if you become stabilized, you actually have 1 hit point. So you regain a hit point and you can get back in the action. But you're going to be you're going to be fatigued or whatever. You're going to be at disadvantage on any check until you can heal and get a full rest, essentially. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do for that. So it's bad news that he's down. So on that note, do I desperately try to heal him, or do I trust the death timer? No, death timer still means we have to get him healed. We have to get him healed. So I'm going to go for the heal. Potion of healing. It's a DC 15. Woof! And he gets a +1, I think, only to it. Oh, 17! Yes! 1d6. 1d6 healed, but even 1 is awesome, so we'll take 2. So he pops back up. He does not have the disadvantage I just talked about. He gets back up, and Fumble Fizz is going to say he's just going to keep his hands burning if he can. It's not a focus, but I can just recast it. Yep, but now I can scoot over here and I can catch both. Let's do it. Big one, Fumble Fizz. Is that a nat 20? I think it is. Nat 20. All right. Fumble Fizz. Nat 20 means doubles the damage. So 2d6 damage. And I'm just going to roll it once. It does 2d6 damage to the swarm and 2d6 damage to the queen. 9. Solid roll for that. That, I think, takes out the swarm. Swarm is out of here. They just all die. He got every last one somehow. Maybe there's like a couple still buzzing around, but it's not enough of a problem. And the queen takes 9 as well. Awesome. And on that note, I think I might give her a morale check. Well, Carlsby gets to go, huh? Yep, Carlsby gets to go. So he's actually going to run in, get right back in the action. Too bad I don't have... Oh, I forgot about something with him. So all he can really do is attack, and that's great. I'll do an attack with his longsword. Let's do it. Nat 20, 2 in a row. Nat 20 again. I don't like that it's out of focus. Can I make it focus down here? Probably not. Nope. Down here. Whatever. Nat 20. I know you don't. I know you believe me, but Nat 20 means I get to double damage again. I might actually kill this. I won't say it. 2d8. 4 and 4. 8 damage. Leaves her with 1 lousy hit point. No! That sucks. I should have just... That one... Dang it. This is one of those situations I should have rule of cooled it. You know why? Because you don't know that it has 18 hit points. I only see that because it's in the book. And in fact, I am going to invoke a house rule I've done in the past and roll her hit points. So maybe she'll have more. But instead of 18 hit points, because I feel like that should be a kill. She's a level 4, so that's what, 4d8? And her con has no change, so we're going to roll 48. See what happens. I'll do this. 11. Oh, it's looking bad. 11 and 9. So she has 20 hit points instead. So now she has 3 hit points left. But she also may book it. I'm going to give her a morale check because I don't maybe think she would stay around when she's almost dead. She's not trying to die. 9. So she's going to do something. If I understand right what's going on in this room, I think she can go bzzz, straight up. Because there's a hole. There's a hole in the ceiling. I don't know where it leads. Maybe that's bad news for her. But we're not in great shape. Let's recoup a little bit here. So I actually kept my healing spell, but I got Carlsby and Quarlin both took damage. I think I did it wrong here, though. Carlsby took 4. Quarlin took 2. Carlsby is at 2. And I'd like to heal him again. Whew, but I don't think I can. But we took care of the immediate threat. Let's go over here and check out the hive and see what's going on. They came from there. The hive is built in a tomb. Ribs and joints intertwine with combs dripping with scarlet, clot-like red honey. Ooh, the queen's nectar. Now, Corlin should be able to do something in terms of figuring out what that might be. I mean, that's kind of a ranger thing, knowing animals. It says there are 6 rations worth of red honey. I'm going to make a check. We'll make it just a normal check to see if Corlin can determine what it is. 10. And that would be at a +1. So that misses a normal check. So I don't think Corlin really knows much. I think we will take it. Do we have some... Do we have something to put it in? I know I have some flasks with Fumble Fizz, but we've got 6 times honey. Okay, I think maybe just for now we'll just take it. I don't know that we would eat it right away. So here's what happens. We go to the door and it doesn't open. It is jammed shut. We go to this door and it doesn't open. Also jammed shut. So we've got to figure out what we can do to get out of here. I think what we'll do is this is one of those things where you have to treat it a little different if you're playing solo. So I'm going to go ahead and give a check of some sort to see if they can figure out the mystery here. Let's have Fumble Fizz and Carlsby work together. Actually, they're all positives for intelligence. So I'm just going to do, since that means they can all kind of work together. They're trying to figure out where to go. They could go out, but that's not necessarily what they want to do just yet. So this is an intelligence check to see if they can figure out what's going on. And I kind of have an idea how if they get at least like a regular check, they will find something, maybe even an easy check. They got 2 high checks. So they made all of the checks. So what they find is that on the statues, when they look at the statues, they're holding spindles, and the spindles can be raised or lowered. So by lowering the southeast spindle opens the east door. And lowering the northwest spindle opens the west door. And when they raised both spindles, okay, because I rocked that check, so they figure it out. When they raise both doors, or both spindles, another door, a secret mystery door, opens up to the north. So we have 3 ways to go. But it wasn't a mimic. We have 3 ways to go. We've got that. This was a busy room. That's okay. Which way do we go? Well, I think this is... I have not looked at any of this. And maybe I should. Maybe it'll be easier to solo stuff if I sneak peek it. But I'm trying to have fun here too and learn all the stuff as you guys do along with me. Gotta figure out this stupid thing with the focus. Keep focusing. I thought I had it at one point, and I don't know what it was. Was I moving this? No. That didn't do anything. Whatever. There's got to be a solution. Okay. I think we would think that the north door, that the secret door, is the right one to go, because it might take us straight to the whatever we're looking for, which I don't actually know what we're looking for. What's this over here? We raised them both up, and a new door opened up. Oh, we better check it out. Now, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, here's my. Let's follow them over here. His hands are all ashy. Yeah, dude, Fumblefizz rocked at that. We actually, aside from the Carlsby going down, we had a pretty great room of rolls. Okay, we are now going north. I don't know where that leads just yet. Let's figure it out. Secret door. Okay. So it appears to lead to some stairs. I think it leads to stairs. Okay, north stairs. So is there anything I need to do to like reset what I'm doing here? Marble stairs stretch down a far distance. I think it's interesting. I think this was originally not written for Shadowdark, but I'm noticing stuff like that. He says stretch down a far distance. So I'm sure that when it was originally written, it was based on the map and the graph. There is a lot of stairs. I can see that. Um, Faded murals cover the walls. Look at these murals. Faint squeaks can be heard. Look out for mice. At the bottom of the stairs is a landing with metal doors to the north and east, and more stairs descending farther. Where are the stairs? Metal door. Okay, on the mirror. Let's see. If we look at the murals, they depict an 8-armed maiden. Her index fingers touch 8 figures each. Wait. Her index fingers. Oh, in the murals. Her index fingers touch 8 figures, each toiling in a daily task, such as cooking, farming, sweeping, etc. That's only 3. But I'm not going to make up the other 8. Okay, so that's what the murals show, and we do the stairs. Here, 1. And let's see what's at the north. Right? Metal door to the north and metal door to the east. Oh, I see. The east is down the stairs. So let's do the north one. Okay. Doesn't say that it's locked or anything like that. There is a chamber. Oh, it says, I think we would recognize this. It's a confessional. Only the screen's corroded brass frame remains. The faithful recognize this as a confessional booth. I guess I don't have any faithfuls in here, really. Maybe the Valkyrie. Interesting. This is so the squeaky sounds we heard. There are some mice in here, but they're just like little mice. And I don't know that there's anything else to do here. We open it up, we look around and see the mice. I think we would just say, oh, nothing here, just a confessional. It could be interesting, though. And it could be an interesting development there. So now let's go to the east. And I think also at this point, I haven't been doing this very well. Let's just roll a random encounter check, which is 1 on a d6. 4. So no random encounter. I know there's specific rules on how often to do that, but I'm just saying, like, when I think of it every so often, I roll it. When there's a nice little lull in the action, we went down these long stairs, we checked out this next room, we had kind of searched the last room. Yeah, it's time for one. That's what I would say. Let's go check out the other metal doors. But there's also, I should probably map this out for you guys. I don't want to have to draw the map though. So I guess we'll, you know what, we'll do it. I will draw it or make it if I get to a point where it, like combat or something where it matters. But I'm just going to theater of the mind it from there. So there's stairs going, I believe, down. As we travel east, we go down a few stairs, and then we're at a platform where the metal door is right in front of us to the east. And then there's stairs going north and south down a little bit. So let's check out this metal door here. Okay, we're checking it out. I'll listen in at the door. And I'm not gonna, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna roll every time for that listen check because it doesn't make sense. But I will, because I have said that's his default behavior, if there's something noisy in a room, I will retroactively make that check then as if he rolled it, before when we were listening in at the door. So he'll listen in at the door. We go to open the door, but it is locked. I don't really have a lock picker, do I? It does. You know what? I'm going to give Quarlin a chance to pick the lock, but he's not a thief, so I don't think it would be like super easy, even though it's possible. So I'm going to make it. I'm not going to go at disadvantage. That would be really hard. I will make it one step harder because he has no sort of like lockpick tools. He could like jam his dagger in there or whatever. So he needs a real high roll. 17 is a real high roll, plus 3 dex. So he's able to pop it open with his dagger. Very nice. Okay. Uh-oh. What's this? What is this? I don't think I like this. I need to do a check here. So as we open the door, because Quarlin's the one doing it, I'm gonna give Quarlin a wisdom check at, I think, normal, because it doesn't say anything otherwise. Okay, got the wisdom check. So he opens it up, and before anything really, he hears a click and says, "Step back." And a scythe blade swings down at the, right at the opening where the door opens up, and doesn't hit anybody because we were ready for it. It says it activates if someone doesn't disarm the trap. So all I can really say is that he was able to spot the trap when he opened it up. Is there anything else in here? Ah, I get it. So inside is a stone shelf with tithe boxes. 3 are empty. The last contains, all right, we got a treasure. 30 gold pieces, 184 silver pieces, and a used wad of black chewing tobacco. Fumblefizz will pick that up and say, "What's this?" Don't eat it. It's gross. It'll give you tooth cancer and stuff. Gum cancer. Okay, so I survived the scythe blades. Can I keep going and do one more thing? I said I would do, you know what? I said I would maybe make this a longer one, so let's keep going for now. For now. Okay. North or south? Let's go. I should probably have a default behavior there. and always go north or always go left or something. But in this case, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3 north, 4, 5, 6 south. So we are going north anyway toward the left. And we come upon what appears to be maybe kind of an open room. All right, this feels fun. It is a chamber near. Oh, like I was saying, a near chamber. That's funny. So it's a chamber. It's like 20 by 30 feet, I think, assuming that these are. Well, I guess it'd be 30 by 30. It's like a 30 by 30 foot opening. There's a door, and then there is looks like a statue maybe. There's a 12-foot tall, dilapidated oak and brass statue sitting behind a knee-high corroded brass fence in a northern alcove. So there's a little alcove. Let's check out the statue. I think I will have maybe Corlin be the one to kind of search around the statue carefully. I'm looking for traps. I'm looking for treasure, obviously. But I can't just go, I'm looking for traps and I'm playing solo, so I find any trap that I might want. Might be able to see. I don't like that. For solo, you got to roll for it. So I am looking for traps. I don't know if there's one yet. What an annoying episode. The statue depicts a robed man wearing a circlet. Rough, blocky details. Under close examination, which I think I would do, close examination finds it has articulated joints, like a marionette. Oh. Okay. I am going to have to search for something here. I'll make it normal, but does Corlin notice the thing about this? 7 plus 1 is no. He does not. So we do notice that it has articulated joints, but we don't notice really why necessarily. Okay. How are we doing, guys? Should we keep moving? Let's keep going. So far, so good. Let's check out this door that goes into the next spot. It doesn't say that the door is locked, so let's go ahead and listen and carefully go in. Carlsby will lead the way. And oh crap! My computer's trying to download viruses while I play. A yellow-hued wooden pulpit leans precariously to one side. 4 6 feet tall corroded brass candle holders coated with wax residue are on the east and west walls. Okay. The rickety pulpit. Oh, okay. I don't know what a pulpit is, but I'm not going to look it up right now. So I'm going to. This is tricky. This is where solo becomes tricky. I'm going to treat this like a trap. So on that note, I am going to say, can I notice the trap? I kind of had Corlin looking for traps last time, but Carlsby would be better at finding stuff, generally speaking. So I'm going to have Corlin do it. Okay, I'm gonna just make a wisdom check with Corlin. 18. Wow, beautiful. So he notices that the pulpit is rickety and has kind of like a yellow coating. There's a drawer, but can we get to it? I don't quite know what we want to do. I think we'll just avoid this for now. I don't think we want to mess with it. Is there a way? I got to think real quick. Is there a way we could get to the drawer without, like, basically he can tell that there's danger with this, that it's rickety and that it's got yellow. It's actually, I'm just going to say it. It's got yellow mold on it. So we know we don't want to mess with that. Uh, hmm. What? So I found the mold. So I want to be able to do, this is a tricky spot. I want to be able to do what I need to do here because I did make the roll to kind of know what to do. But we still want to try and get into the thing. So I think what we're gonna do, I think, I think Fumble Fizz is gonna cast Burning Hands again. That's what I think is gonna happen. Uh, because I said it was Quarlin. Quarlin is gonna say, "Hey Fizz, this is a mold. We've got to destroy it. I think you can burn it. See if you can do that spell." And Fumble says, "Oh yes, the one that lights my hands on. Now, where did I put the?" And he reaches into his little pouch and pulls out some ashes and says, "Zimzaladim zamba zalado zaladim," and rolls a 5. So it didn't work. So he loses Burning Hands on that. I must have done it wrong. Well, okay, so we lose Burning Hands, and I gotta note that. So I think we're gonna. Should I use the torch? Oh, I'm holding fire. Let's try that instead. So I'll use the torch. So way to blow my spell. All right, lost Burning Hands. That's scary. I'm gonna go ahead and. But that was so dumb. I'm gonna use the torch to burn off the mold. And that allows us to get into the drawer, which has a brass covered hymnal and a brass key shaped like a crouching spider. So we have a hymnal and a key. Brass. We will take those. Let's see. Oh, nice. The hymnal has some value. 20 gold pieces. And scribbled inside the cover in common, so I don't even need to worry about anything, are the words up, down, left, right, A, B, start. Oh, no, just up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down. We should remember that. We should remember that for something. Okay. Do we keep going? Where are we at? I'm going to go one more. I'm pushing my luck here. We've got, tricky. So I think I have to read what's next actually here. It looks like we have stairs going down into something that we might not want to mess with, but I'm not trying to avoid anything. So there's stairs going down and there's water at the bottom. That's, I'll use, Fumble Fizz will use his staff and poke around and see that it's about 3 feet deep. Does it look reasonable to? I do. I think it's reasonable to walk, to get in the water, to walk in the water. Okay, so we're gonna go through the water, poking around, looking, and we're gonna go. I'll show you the map real quick, so I can give you an idea of what we're doing. I think it will help. So this is what we've done all all through here. Let's see if I can do it without totally ruining it. Yeah, I kind of can. There. So we came down these stairs, metal door number 1, metal door number 2. We came here, statue. We came in here. That's where we just were with the pulpit. There's stairs down. So there's water. I think we could use our navigation sense essentially to know to go back this way. So we just go, 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 and there's nothing in there. But what I am going to put in there is another wandering monster check. Nope. So then we wrap back around up through here, and now we're going to come. Now it looks like we can go. There's a door to the south or an opening to the west. Do we go south or west? 1, 2, 3. It's going to be south. 4, 5, 6 means we're going west. Okay, so we head west. Oh, did I do this wrong? Shit, I did. I totally did this wrong. Yeah. So, never mind. As we're going through that part I just showed you that was kind of a big opening. Let me use these. It's not perfect, but at least it shows that there's water here. Okay, so move all this stuff out. We are stomping around through, and we come through like this. And all of a sudden, a skeleton pops up out of the water that was underneath the water, and it starts to animate. I'm a little confused. Does it animate? Skeleton, old moldering skeleton clutching a heavily rusted mace. The skull has a gaping puncture wound. It's a skeleton. It doesn't say that it attacks, but it doesn't say that it doesn't, and it's bolded like a monster. So I'm going to leave this up to fate. Since we're playing solo, let's oracle it on a high roll. So I'm going to pose it like this. Does the skeleton remain still? So if it animates, it would animate on a low roll. Nat 20. So it is just completely a skeleton. We could take a heavily rusted mace, but I don't think we want it. So it doesn't appear to have anything cool about it or special. So after that first room that was all kinds of action, this has been we're cruising through a lot of spaces. There were a couple traps and stuff. So we work our way back around to the thing, and then I said I decided to go west, right? So let's look at what's west. To the west is there's a statue, right? So there's a door and a statue. So I keep trying to show you the map without giving anything away, but I don't know what the heck is here anyway either. So we're right here. There's a statue, there's a door here. We don't know anything about that stuff down there yet, but statue, door. Okay. There's a stone statue of a robed, matronly woman. Fallen off the base, the ground has a visible sinkhole. Water slowly trickles into the hall. Okay. So it doesn't seem like there's anything to do about that. Where are we? So we're just continuing. We'll check that door. Obviously, that's the next thing to do. Check the door. I'm going to say also that my mage armor has worn down. This is going to be my last check, I guess. So what is Is the door open? Does not say that the door is locked, so I will listen in. And I will peek in, open it. Should I kick the door down like in style, like old school style? There's a double. Wait, there's a hall. I almost said double door. No, it's a double near hall. The hall is double near. I think that's funny because I think the idea wasn't like you can still say how far a distance something is, but for like movement and stuff. So the room is like 30 by. I'm gonna map it up if I need to. Actually, I know exactly what we're gonna do. Uh, there's a frescoed room, sodden 3 foot deep chilly water. So we're still in the water. Oh, we are. We're still in the water. There's a marble plaque in the southeast corner. So we're all looking all around. We're wading through it. The frescoes are blackened with mold and decay. Uh-oh, more mold. What little remains shows priests preparing bodies for funerals. Okay, that all is fine and dandy. There's a 5 foot stone plaque, partially broken, carved with a long list of priestly names. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of priestly names. Father Bennett Sorbel, Matron Mother Anna Gulch, Weave Sister Estelle Marks. And there are passages underwater to the southeast. Oh, do I need to try to find that? Okay, in the southeast corner. Okay, so I have to make a check here. This is essentially a wandering monster check. 1. Okay, let's set it up. What is it going to be? Ooh. Oh, weird. All right, so we are in. Do I need to map this out? I might. We'll see. We're in a big watery room. So let's do this. I pulled out that skeleton for nothing. I pulled out this water for nothing. I don't need this. Oh, I should be using all my water. So we'll use this. This is going to be water. I just got a whole bunch of new maps that I want to use, and I completely forgot about it. So we're doing this. There's a passage somewhere. Oh, did you hear that? Our torch. Fumble Fizz notices the torch starting to flicker when he hears that warning, and says, "Oh, we better light a new torch." And I'm gonna roll initiative. Here is initiative. Something is coming. Okay, on a 16, we're able to get initiative. So Fumble Fizz starts lighting the new torch, not even realizing that there's danger near. That's what I'm calling that initiative, I think. Because I need to figure out what this is. Okay, torch goes out, but it doesn't. We restarted our torch. I'm trying to figure out what the heck this thing is, though. There's a creature that I've never heard of, and it's kind of confusing looking. I made the initiative check to be able to relight the torch. So that's what I did initially. And I think the rest of the initiative is going to be do these two then notice something going on. So I'm going to give them a Difficult wisdom check. So an 18. Is that too bad? 15. They made it. Somebody made it. I think on the 8. I should have said who was who. If it was Carlsby, he made it even on the 18. So we see something happening. We see the water start to moving. Water starts to moving. And there is a tendril of grasping, shifting, silvery liquid, indistinguishable from water. But then I said we kind of noticed it because we saw it moving. So the water starts to move towards us. And I think given what we've got, all I can do is maybe slash at it with whatever weapons we have. So Carlsby will take a slash at it, and so will Carlsby. Carlsby first. 11 plus 3, I think, is a 14. That's going to hit, I think. I can't tell if it feels like a sword wouldn't hurt this, but maybe it does. So I'm going to roll it. Sorry, I feel like I'm fumbling more than I should this episode. 7. 7 damage is pretty good. Okay. 7 damage. And Carlsby yells out, I hit something, swing! And so Quarlin is going to swing, and I was doing a dual wielding thing with Quarlin, huh? I don't remember my rule for it, though. I should probably do that. 2 daggers. So I'm slashing daggers into the thing. I'm going to roll both at once. I got a +4 on it. Hit and hit. They are D4 plus 1. So I've got 3 and 2 plus. Maybe I say it only gets +1. I don't get a +1 on both of them. +1 per turn. So 6. And I don't remember how I even said that. Okay, so we slash away and do something crazy. And now it is going to attack, and it looks kind of like water. So we're going to say it's like this. It is going to attack us. Fumble Fizz is in the back. These two were actually fighting it, so it's going to be one of those two. So 1, 2, 3 is going to be Carlsby. 4, 5, 6 will be Quarlin. Carlsby gets attacked, and he needs to make a strength check as the water starts to wrap around him. Luckily, he's strong, but not that strong. And that 1. Oh no. Totally blew it. Okay. Strength 15 failed miserably, or grabbed and pulled. Grabbed and pulled. To do what, though? Oh, I have to attack. I see. I have to attack. That's what. Okay, so I failed my. I'm gonna keep that roll if I get hit. So lash. The water lashes at me. +4. So that is a hit. 1d8 plus grab. I'm not sure this is working great with my new dice setup. Can't find my d8. How's that possible? There it is. 7 damage to Carlsby? That's down. Carlsby is down. And the strength check failed. And Carlsby is being pulled away. Grabbed and pulled a near distance. Oh. Okay. And we will end there. Little cliffhanger, but that also gives me a chance to figure out what the heck to do next, because Carlsby just got slashed to potentially death and is being dragged away, and it's our turn. So we've got to do something. Okay, that was a nice long one. I don't know if I meant to go over an hour, but I did. I probably shouldn't have now that I think about it, but too late. And I'm not going to edit that out either. So, there we go. Coming up next, what can we save Carlsby from the water thing, which I wrote down? It's Banya, but I almost wrote down Bon Mi. All right, see you guys next time in the Ruins of Ardust.